of glad you didn't pick up. I kind of just called to hear your voice. I miss you. I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about our love, and how much I miss you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. Even if things never go back to what we were, what I became so used to, what I thought would be forever.
Hello everybody and welcome back for a extra special stream today. It is the 1000th night of streaming stream, and tonight we are playing a very special game, one of my absolute favourites of all time, Mass Effect. But welcome in everybody. This is our second run through of a 100% of Mass Effect. We did it 100% on the Xbox 360 and we've been 100%ing it on here. But things kind of happened, and we kind of had to like mixed up. And yeah, get my words out. JD, JD, thank you so much. JD gifting 5 subs there to who we got there to Skurner, Hades, Bog Boy, Chimisu. I went into his stream. I didn't even actually hear him say his name. I can never figure out how he pronounces it. But and Champ 3630, JD, thank you so much there, mate. I don't know how to thank you guys. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you so much again there, JD. And thank you everybody coming out as well here to join in for the 1000 night of streaming stream. I hope you enjoy it. As this is as I say, it is my absolute favorite game. One of the reasons that we haven't gotten back to it to finish it on our second 100% is because I kind of get a bit overexcited when we go about talk about Mass Effect. I listen to one of the things I listen to the theme music. I've got the album, the playlist of it all in my. We listen to it in the shed with the girls all the time. It's either that or the Stargate album. Who else was that there? There was someone else that flashed up there for a second. Relentless there as well. Welcome in everybody. We'll let the clips roll before we jump in. But as it tonight, I'll be starting the giveaway. Maybe in about 10 minutes time. I never set the timer for the giveaway. We'll do that. Someone remind me before I start it. But tonight you have the opportunity to win prizes on the Wheel of Despair. So we have Steam vouchers. We have the Xbox Game Pass PC edition. I can't forget what it's called, but it's the one that works on the Windows Store. We have the Call of the Wild DLC first on Steam only. But when it comes out, the Grim Fandango from last night, we also have that. So I hope you'll enjoy that as well. Whoever wins it, if anyone wins it, that is. And CGD, thank you so much for the bits as well. There, well, thank you guys so much. And I keep saying I never know quite how to thank all of you, Slot. You are all absolutely amazing and complete mad people. But thank you both, CGD. And JD, I keep on. I'm going to get all these acronyms mixed up. I do it every single time. But thank you guys so much. I just knocked the doodad off the screen there. Yeah, I said that it's been 1,000 nights of madness. I was trying as much as I've known this has been coming for some time. I haven't prepared anything. Other than the fact that I knew I wanted to play my absolute all-time favorite game and make you guys suffer again. Frodo as well. Thank you so much, gifting a sub there to Relentless there. Thank you so much there, mate. And Royalty as well. Thank you again so much for the bits. You guys are absolutely amazing. Completely mad. Well, I suppose you've got to be mad to be in this club, haven't you? But thank you so much again there, Royalty. I just keep saying, you guys are absolutely amazing. Got to give Mike a gift. You've been causing mischief with Relentless there. He's another troublemaker as well, chaps. And sat there. Bloody hell. This is really good for the stutter already, isn't it? Samwise as well. Thank you again so much for the bits as well. Thank you guys all so much. As I just hope that you all enjoy the madness, and thank you to everybody as well there. I suppose we should probably start the game. Do we think? Now, it has been just over a year since we were doing our 100% Mass Effect playthrough. I said we did the 100% Mass Effect playthrough, and then on the first week on the Xbox 360 one that we did, they announced the Legendary Edition because of my magic power to get any game remastered. Just get me to stream it, and I will get it remastered for you. Yes, there will be tally. Oh, that's what I never did. Oh, could I set that up now? Give me a second. I need to make an adjustment for royalty. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. It's in. No, it's in. Is it in frames? No, it's not in there. Where did I put it? Is it under bubbles? It's not under bubbles. Which one are they? You know, the way I can find it is if I see it active. Oh, there it is. Right, I see it. Frodo, again, there. Thank you so much again there for the bits. I don't know how to thank all of you guys. These are all absolutely amazing. But thank you so much again there. Have I missed something in there? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the completely wrong bit there. I didn't know what the hell was going on there, but then I thought, what the hell's Ada putting that in there for? But no, as JD just popped in the giveaway command, well, I'll start the giveaway in a minute. I just need to sort this bit here out there. It's Samwise again there. Thank you so much once again for the bits. Thank you all guys so much. I never know what to say with you, but thank you everybody. I'm just looking for this graphic that I made last year for no, actually 2 years ago. It's not in the primary directory. Shit. I wouldn't put it down there, would I? Press the T button. No. Maybe it's in the other. Oh no, there it is. There it is. It's under M for Mass Effect. Who would have thought? Right, save. Okay, that should work. Oh, Carlos as well there. Welcome in there, mate. Thank you for joining us, and thank you everybody as well for joining us. Thank you for all the gifts, the gifted subs and the bits. I can never thank you guys enough for coming in and, I said, listening to me ramble every night. Listen to me rambling for 1,000 nights, you mad people. Was that who'd think it? Everyone grab the tissues. It's going to get emotional in here. Always full of mischief. Okay, right, royalty. I have just done the special screen for you that I should have really thought about before. Hashtag blame Chrissy. But the bouncy screen for royalty tonight. Right, I need my sound monitor back over there because I had to move it out of the way. Then I need the monitor over there for that. I need the list of missions that we still have to complete on there, and the map because I decided to be lazy. Oh, hang on, did we get one of those things? Hang on, yeah, I need to press the buttons here. Oh, it seems like we got one of the train things that I still haven't looked at the menu for. But oh shit! Oh, I nearly knocked the microphone into the screen. Oh, that would have been a disaster. But thank you guys so much once again. It flashed up with a thing on the bottom of the screen. I'm like, what the hell is that down there? But thank you guys again so much. Okay, we're going to get into the game before we cause any more trouble. Right, I've got those bits up in there. Oh, hang on a second. What's going on there? Something has crashed in the middle of the screen. In a rather amusing fashion. Okay, pop-ups. Nope, it's not in there. Is it under this menu? No, it's not under that menu. Let's temporarily deactivate that. Whose pop-up did that crash on? I just got to let the browser come out of memory. Okay, it hasn't come back. But yeah, Royalty, we have a special, the special edition, if you remember, from when we did the original Mass Effect playthrough. We have the special bouncy screen just for Royalty. Okay, we left it on save 40, where we were in the Normandy. Okay, scream if the volume is too loud or too quiet. Once we get in, obviously I've turned the music down, even though the music is awesome in this game. It's one of the few games where you will hear some of the music that's from the game. But here we are, the command deck of the Normandy. Let's go speak to Presley.
Yes, Commander?
Just so I can calibrate the audio.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
I trust you, Commander. If you think they belong here, then so do I.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Ignore that pop-up, it was just for reference. Oh, evening, Chrissy, as well there. I completely missed at the top there. Welcome in there, Chrissy. I heard the cell doors crack down on you there. Welcome in. And there we go. I updated your disaster as well from the Great Book of Catastrophes and Natural Disasters and Man-Made Disasters caused by Chrissy throughout history. See if part of the challenge is see if you guys can work out what the challenge, what the disaster was.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome in there, Chrissy. Hope you're having a good night there. Are you all curled up with Junior tonight? We're gonna nip down to the cargo bay. In the world's slowest elevator, there's an elevator simulator here. I just want to check our gear loadout. I've got a secret suspicion that our gear loadout isn't down there. We'll find out. Because one of the things that we left off where we left last time was we hadn't finished leveling up. Does Shepard have a locker? They are telling us. Nope, our locker is not down here. Where was our locker again? Can anyone remember? I bet it's on the first deck. But we'll have a little tour around the ship just whilst we're here, because it has been a while since we've been on the Normandy. So there's the Tantalus core. And Tally. Just for royalty. Only one-handed to type, Junior is sleeping in your arms. Welcome in their soundscape as well. And thank you again, everybody, for joining us for our 1000th night of madness. Alright, let's go back upstairs though. I cannot. I've drawn a blank as to where our gear is. Let's check our quarters. That sounds like a good place where we would store our junk. But yeah, tonight though we will be doing a giveaway, and shall I fire it up now so we can get the first one rolling? Click on here, and I'm going to set the timer for, we'll set it for 60 minutes, that'll be good. Okay, so entries to the giveaway will cost 100 hens. If you're not sure how many hens you've got, use the command giveaway or just the command hens. You can get a maximum of 8 tickets to enter once I press it. I might as well press the button because it will put instructions in the chat as well. Okay, I think it started. Yep, giveaway for win a chance to spill in the Wheel of Doom for our 1000 nights of stream. So enter the command !1K followed by space and then the number of tickets from 1 to 8. to enter the giveaway. And we have Royalty and JD and Chrissy for the max. Let's check out our quarters. It sounds like a good place that we put them in there. CGD and Frodo all in the giveaway. If I miss it when it pops back up in chats, when Ada says that it's expired, someone just make sure that you remind us that it's expired. Clip uploaded. Oh yeah, of course, clip upload to the Xbox network. Yeah, one thing that I've done right for the past 2 years is whenever we do an Xbox stream, I replay a clip that I made of this where I listen to Presley. Well, you know that little chat that we had with Presley, but there's always been a problem with that clip, and I've just been too lazy to go and record another one. We also have Samwise in the giveaway there. Actually, you guys have no problem with the volume of eggs that you've all got. Where is our kit? Look at Caden there. Too bad he ain't gonna make it out with the night stream. Okay, in the lift. Right, we're gonna do what we have left in the way of missions, right? Core missions. We have Virmire, we have Citadel Lockdown, we have Ilos, and we have the Citadel endgame to do. But we also have, in the way of side quests, we have 2 missions on Citadel Lockdown that we can't do anything about. We haven't had surprise inspection, but we could do surprise inspection now, to be honest, because we just have to go back to the Citadel, exit the craft, and hope the guy's there. If he's not there, then fair enough. But we've not that quest hasn't spawned in for us, at least not yet. We'll try and do that one now. Then we have to go to a planet that I don't know how you pronounce it exactly, but it's spelled Chohe, and we have to do a side quest there for our Paragon mission. Are we on the command deck by now? Surely we must be near the command deck by now. I keep seeing the wheel spinning in the corner of my eye because I can't turn it off. Okay, to the Citadel. We'll park up at the Citadel for a minute because we have to do it before the Citadel lockdown. So, Citadel is over here. In the Nebula, to the Widow system. And here we go. What's that there? Did mine work? Yeah, I can see there is... Well, entry so far is JD, Royalty, Chrissy, CGD, Frodo, and Samwise. Was that you've won too many times, you're disqualified? Royalty's been left out by Ada. She's definitely in it. To the Citadel. I say we'll park up at the Citadel. If the whiny bloke is not at the docking bay, then we'll just bugger off and do the mission. And that's probably just be number 2 glitch mission, because we have another quest which was also glitched that we got on Pharos, and it just wouldn't pop, and we can't go back to where the mission was because that area is locked down now. What's that? My luck might run out. Use up all your luck in the casino, Frodo. We are taking Garrus and Tally with us. Because we're not taking the wet blanket Caden and the space racist Ashley. We're not taking her.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Liara just kind of annoys me nowadays.
The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay, he's not here. Let's ride down to CSEC. And I'm sure that the mission that we're looking for is here and you can't get past him. Unless for some reason it just doesn't show in the
Binary
journal.
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud.
What's that
The
rude?
Krogan group had
rude to
contracted
Chrissy,
Binary
but
Helix
true.
to perform studies with a
Infamous for
long-range
winning.
goal of
We were
curing
talking about
their
the other day
genetic
because we were
sterilization.
talking about
The group later sued for a
Half-Life.
return of investment money when the
And
study
that's what we were
produced
saying the
no
other day, wasn't it?
viable
That
results.
if you remember back to then, we counted the loading screens, and like royalty was like 4 off. The number of loading screens out of the course of that several month-long series. Okay, the fella's not here. Let's just get back to the Normandy, and we're going to go and do the mission.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef,
How many of
serviceman
these
Bhatia joined the
has
Alliance
everybody won
military
for all
under
the various
Deferred
giveaways?
Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she
No,
gave her
technically,
life
Chrissy
protecting
won the last one,
colonists
didn't
of
he?
Eden Prime.
Because you got Stray. The last giveaway we did was Stray.
Please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet. Keyword courage.
Come on, up to the docks. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what the score is with that bloke. Maybe we had that mission in this playthrough. I'm just not certain. Anyway, let's crack on with the mission. Actually, before we do anything, shall we level up a smidge? Right, we have 4 points to spend. What do we think we need? Beast forces throwing. Throw enemies away by casting. Cast with a force of 600 newtons. Range 4 meters. Oh, has Chrissy fired up the Stargate and welcome in their tiramisu as well? 2 seconds, I need to press my Stargate button. So exclamation mark Stargate if you'd like to rescue SG-1. And oh, I see in the log there, in amongst all the bits from Ada, tiramisu has also entered the giveaway for this evening. Let's see, restored. No, it doesn't matter. Intimidation, I don't need that. I don't know if I want lift or if I want throw. I'm undecided what I want to level up. We have 4 points to spend. Every 4 meters target in the air. Render the enemy a bit knackered. Drops when expired. Duration of 6 seconds. We've got a duration of 9 seconds on it now. Increase the force of thrown. I can't remember. Is that the ball one? Oh, we're gonna have to investigate. Tell you what, we'll get into combat, and that'll probably be the best way for us to investigate it.
Stand by, shore
Oh, how did we manage to?
Decontamination in progress.
Oh, who were we up against? Who did we lose? Oh, we're up against Ra, the ultimate boss.
Logged.
Oh,
The
that'll be why that we
commanding
failed.
officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Oh, hang on, we've also got a Hunger Games on here. Hunger Games, which is... Oh no, I've got the wrong menu open. That's why I can't see the icon for Hunger Games. There we go. So who will win? Royalty or Samwise? Evening there, Soundscape. I hope you've been behaving yourself. But welcome in for our 1000th stream, night of streaming special. Oh, what's that about? JD has challenged royalty. Oh, and JD stands over the crumpled remains of royalty. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the Hades Gamma cluster, which I think is over here. Yeah, there it is. We want to go to... not that one. I'm gonna go this one. Yep. Is it really bad that I remember exactly where we're going? The Hunger Games begin. Oh, JD's on a roll. JD standing on the field of battle with having lined up the severed heads of all of his victims in a row. I'm using up all my luck. I tell you what, are we going to scan this system before we land on the planet? I don't know if we've scanned this system at all. It may have just only. I think the system only pops up once we get 80 Paragon points. Yeah, we mustn't have surveyed this planet because there is things to click on. Yeah, you won't win the giveaway now. That's the planet that we want to go to. We'll analyse the asteroid field in a moment. Anyone sees any sparkles? There's probably nothing here, but I'll just check it anyway. At least in the later Mass Effects, there's like a percentage bar that tells you if you've like clicked on everything in the star system and like done everything. Yeah, that's clear, that's clear. Oh, did we do the planet on the inner ring? Hang on. Yeah, that's clear, that's clear. Oh, Calzo there as well. Welcome in there, mate. Yes, tonight we are doing our Thousands Nights of Streaming giveaway. Oh, losing my voice already. To enter, it's exclamation mark 1K and then a space followed by the number of tickets. To find out how many hens you have, use exclamation mark hens or exclamation mark giveaway as JD's showing there. And you'll see how many. I imagine you should have plenty of hens in yours. it's the maximum of 8. Like that, but between 1 and 8 for the for the entries. Oh, I'm losing my voice. This is going to go really well, isn't it? Okay, accept squad. Urknot Rex and Talizora. Calzone, if you do exclamation mark hens, and we'll see how many hens you've got, because you mustn't have 800 to do that. It's 100 hens per ticket. There you go. You can do 3 entries into the giveaway. Okay, so if we're there, we're going to go over here first. Wrong button. Oh yeah, I forget that's how you control this one, isn't it? Whee. There we go. Just reminding myself of the controls. There we go. I see your entry in the giveaway there, mate. So we have on offer an Xbox Game Pass PC, but it only works if you've never had Game Pass before. We have Tales from the Coop cards. 2 seconds, I will find the button. A full set of these cards. Also a deck of the playing cards. What else is there? The New England map for Call of the Wild when it comes out. A copy of the Grim Fandango. I'm reading it because the wheel is spinning on the other screen. I'm reading out as it spins around. There is £10 Amazon voucher, £10 Steam voucher, and it's got the Game Pass as well there. And we still have 45 minutes for the first draw. That should be enough time to complete this planet. There's just trying to refresh my memory on the controls here. Was it a slab of ore? Ah, that's where we're going. Oh, hang on a second. We have, if I press the egg button. Oh, which one should we have? You're going for a random one. I'll tell you what. We had the normal ring speech last time. How about we have the ring poem in black speech? The Dark Tongue of Mordor. Ashnaz geduru bataluk. Ashnaz gegimbatul. Ashnaz gifrakataluk. Arbuj narbishi krimbatul. That also plays, but from like the actual film clips, whenever I get an email on my business account. You didn't say slap the what? If I missed something there, what sort of trouble have you been causing to take? So, I'm just seeing from Ada there. Oh, and if anyone doesn't win the Game Pass, but wants one, I have an extra one. You been trying any more different games there, Royalty? I tell you what, I'm going to compress all of these for the gel. Yeah, I was going to sort the inventory out, wasn't I, as well? Because our inventory is full. What's that? I win the Game Pass, I will give it to someone. I don't have any an Xbox or the PC. It only does the PC one. I don't know if I think it covers so you can stream it to your tablet as well, but I'm not 100% certain. With it being like the PC only version pass that I've got handy. Whereas the other one was like everything. Close the reservation comes from there. Yeah. Okay, that's everything here. We shouldn't have really parked our car on the other side of that hill. We're gonna have to hike over it there. What's that there? Oh, JD and Royalty have recovered. Yeah, you can use it with tablets. Yeah. Alright, you just got to connect the controller. Where did we park? It was over this ridge. So what sort of mischief have you all been causing as well today? Whilst I tried to figure out where it was that we parked the thingamajig. Check the map. Yeah, if we keep walking straight ahead, we'll find our ride, and then I want to set a course for here, because that is where the next thing is that we need to go and pick up. Must be right down here. Terrible internet. Oh, is it the connection no good for that one? Mars has come. Mars has come for some attention. Little baby needs a hug. I'm gonna press this so I can see what's on my second panel. I keep wanting to pull the trigger to go, but pull the trigger does that. But tonight, though, I said we're going to complete this planet, then we're going to go over to Virmire and do the main story over there. There's 2 side quests on that as well. But we need to wipe our inventory out as well. That's an important one. Once we get... actually, we're going to have to do our inventory before we progress on this mission, aren't we? Because we're going to need the space. Hopefully she's not going to nip me again. Now this looks awfully open, doesn't it? This plant doesn't have a thresher on it, does it? Oh, it must be around here somewhere. Is it a mineral? Yeah, it's a mineral one, this one.
En route.
Mineral surveyed. Still actually not much done. Spent most of the evening playing with Junior. As I've just said to Royalty before, I've accomplished none of my missions today. It's been my mum's birthday as well today, so I've given her plenty of cheek. Calzone has returned. Must be on the other side of here. I can see there's an enemy on the radar. Now there are no enemies. And I hear the sound of the babies. I need to put some more, get some more of the different audio clips I've got of the girls as well. We need to put some of those, some extra ones in there as well. Okay, I think that this bit's surveyed. What's it there? Happy birthday for happy birthday for Raven's mum. You're 955 years old. And was it there? Good news, our internet is doubling for the same price. Oh, that's awesome. You'll be able to download your ultra porn at maximum speed. You just need to get plenty of storage space on some extra external hard drives. Behave. Oh, you're heading off to bed there, guys. Well, thank you for joining us this evening there. You have a good night there, mate. And behave yourself. All the troublemakers. Speaking of troublemakers, Tic Tac, mate. Thank you so much, Tic Tac, gifting subs to Dr. Nate, Soundscape Gaming, King David. It's a me. I believe is I don't know how to pronounce that one. And Mike Air. Thank you so much, and as well. Thank you everybody as well again there tonight. But thank you for the gifts there, Tic Tac, and welcome in there, mate. Hope you've been behaving yourself. Was it the new royalty started streaming, so we needed the extra space for the to download the bouncy in the background. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't got my emergency buttons on there. But thank you again there for the gifts, and thank you everybody as well for the gifts this evening. You're all absolutely mad. Was that me? Never. Everyone knows you're troublemaker, Tic Tac. What sort of mischief have you been getting yourself up to there? And if you'd like to enter our giveaway as well there, Tic Tac, exclamation mark 1K space and then the number of tickets that you would like 1 to 8. But you should have enough things saved up to get the full 8 tickets in the first giveaway. Alright, let's pull up here. Repeatedly press the wrong button. There we go. Let's just check that entry has appeared on my second screen. It has indeed. Tic Tac's entered. Reduce to gel, reduce to gel. Right. Before we do anything. Let's sort the inventory out. Because that inventory is absolutely rammed. So let's reduce to gel. Convert all junk to gel. Is that handy? Just keep doing this to all of them. I suppose I should have done this like in between streams, but well, just gonna have to do it. Because we're not going to be changing our weapons. The weapons that we've got we're gonna stick till the end game. And we have a lot of weapons sitting here. This may take a little bit. So has anyone got anything daft planned for the weekend? Just whilst I'm clearing our inventory out. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the things there. Yeah. We're both well behaving. What do I want to press? I'll keep that one. To be honest, we've probably cleared up enough of our inventory space just doing this. Yeah, I had to get really tight with some of the restrictions in the chat. It's blocked 2 messages. I can't actually see what they are. But there is very good reason as to why I block certain terms. Let's just put it that way. It was unfortunately necessary. Oh, hang on a second. We need to get back to our thing. I don't even think it would come up in the. I think it only appears for the person who originally typed it. I don't even think it pops up in the thing. Otherwise, I would have been able to see it from my end. You can't even see it on Ada's panel. But yeah, unfortunately, it was necessary. Right, where do we need to go next? Next, we need to go here. Which I think will be a Freshermore encounter. There it is. That was not a good idea. We could clip through that. One more technical. Take a look at the second there, TikTok. I just need to. Actually, we need to get to safety because the vehicle is slightly on fire. Let's go over here where we should be safe for a moment and repair. Yeah, one of the key words in there I had to block, unfortunately. Because there was unfortunately too many incidents of people coming in saying hi, and the problem was that they were saying hi, I'm going to go stream now, and then leaving. So yeah, I like to block those words. TikTok, because it's unfortunately I've been hit by too many stream poachers, so I've had to go like all in on blocking those terms. It's unfortunate but necessary. I think one of said stream poachers, you can't even mention their name in chat. But yeah, the easiest way was unfortunately to block the word stream and streaming in amongst the long list of other ones that I put in there. Never thought easy guys. I'm telling you, I said that. Where's the fresher? Oh, ask a question. Off my insides of me. Come on. Oh, I've got to take out the tentacles of it first, haven't I? I forgot we had boost. Has Samwise started Hunger Games? Alright, I'll pause so I can enter. That seemed awfully quick to get the Hunger Games back up, didn't it? Actually, if the Hunger Games is back up, has Ada announced that their first giveaway is open yet? Or like wrapped up yet? We got it. We won. Anything on the radar there? Nope. Was it the game makers are building the new arena? Oh, so the Hunger Games isn't ready yet, is it? Or is it? Have I missed it? Oh, sorry, Samwise won. I'm reading totally the wrong lines here. I have a good excuse. I was fighting a fresher more. Oh, we're not parked on level terrain. Alright, we'll just have to walk up the hill. It never normally affects the Normandy being parked in anyway. There we go. So, Chrissy, stop it. Yeah, I would say Chrissy to stop it. Stop the thing, because he is now in trouble. That lad. Okay, we've surveyed that mineral. What else do we have to pick up? We have the science base. Oh, actually, yeah, that's the mineral we just did. Yeah, that's one of it. Right, we need to go on the other side of here, and that's where the quest, the side quest, actually starts. And that'll be our refresher to combat. I think it's somewhere over there. It is. You can just see the compound there. Oh no! Not the hot tub stream. Okay, is there any enemies here before we... It looks clear. Alright, let's save. Now, what shape do we think this one's going to be? Take down the terrorists, but remember to check your targets. The civilians are going to cause issue. Hey, what have we got? Don't see anything on the radar just yet. Just take it. I'll deal with it later. What's that there, Frodo? Are you wanting to read like something like, which is that book? Is it the 50 Shades? Should we get Chrissy to read that for you? Right, that's a scientist. What's that there? What did I do, Relentless? Bad Sam, sorry, I missed that one up there. Has Sam been misbehaving?
Hostile spotted.
I will destroy you!
I'm hoping that we can just draw the biotics down here, because I don't want it into the civilians.
You cannot stop the future!
I think there's still 2 left there.
I will destroy you!
Take cover!
Oh, get away from that civilian. Right, they're all down. They're all down. I'll read the chickenology. Does Junior still look in these chicken books that I sent down? Do you still show him the pictures?
Go, go, go!
He appears to have glitched. So I should read the Gryffindor. You've cleared the facility, all the civilians are safe, though still chatting to themselves and screaming at garbage cans. Well, another day. 2, 3, 4. Yep, there we go. Take all, and we'll deal with it later. Well, or maybe I pressed the wrong button.
That's the last of them.
Right, let's put our weapons away. And do our little shepherd jog. He does. He's obsessed with books at the moment. Well, that's good. When we were at that Christmas party thing the week before. No, I think it was Halloween when we had it. The chocolate thief picked up another little book for him.
They're all crawling through my fingers. I can feel their wings fluttering.
Grab that. Easy decryption. Saying that, we could just opened it with the gel, in all fairness. Was that refused to comment on that Frodo? Have I missed Frodo causing some trouble there in amongst there? Sam and I were thinking about the hot... Oh yeah, because you're going to do the hot tub stream in the dinosaur costumes, aren't you? Hot tub T-Rex. That is what you promised everyone, wasn't it? Hey, so I'm going to pause here for a second so I can see what else have I mixed up. Oh yeah, dressed as the dinosaurs. Yep, royalties beat me to it. Chris is going to read The Hungry Caterpillar. Sorry, it says haven't played Mass Effect. Yeah, Mass Effect is one of my absolute all-time favorite games. There, Relentless. I completed all the games to 100% more times than I can count. Read all the novels, all the comics, the lot. Absolutely love it. I kind of get a bit overexcited, which is why we haven't been able to come back to Mass Effect, because every time I think about it, my head goes in about 5,000 different directions. Chris is a huge fan of yours, especially your homage to Wrecking Ball. hoping I might have a very special chicken video tomorrow night that I've been meaning to record for like 2 weeks. We're determined we're going to set the tripod up tomorrow to record the special video. Sorry, I just now. What had are you knackered, Joe? You've been pulling cables out again there. Yes, it's a little video of Chips in her bedtime routine. Was that every tutorial had water inside of? You've got to give it a go. You have to give it a bash, just for the comedy. Oh, is the Wi-Fi gone screwy there, Frodo? Okay, that completes this planet. So technically there is one other star system that we haven't visited in this playthrough, and it is actually impossible for us to visit it. Because the Plutus system is not available to Paragons or to Renegades, if you're maxed out. Renegade, that is. Which we haven't. How about dinosaurs first fume swimsuits? Right, I've got a question, right, whilst everybody's here. Can you remember a couple of weeks ago when we were discussing the Monday night first-person shooter action adventure nights? We know that one of the games that we were immediately going to kind of do is one of the Batman Arkham ones. But there was another game as well that came up during the chat.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
That we were like, ooh, maybe we might do that one first. Can anyone remember what we were talking about? I'm obsessed with dinosaurs. I had Junior's room was going to be dinosaur themed. Oh, if you're liking the dinosaurs royalty, one of the games I've got is Tiny Epic Dinosaurs, or words to that effect. We can maybe add that one to one of the ones that we can have a little play together, because it doesn't work in solo play. Even the designer of the game said that it's impossible to beat in solo. We're going to go back to the Citadel.
Patching it through.
I didn't think it could be done, Commander. You managed to secure the base and neutralize the bionics without a single civilian casualty.
Just doing my job, Admiral. I couldn't let innocent lives be lost.
I wish every soldier had your definition of just doing your job. You're a credit to the uniform, Shepard. We're in your debt. Fifth Fleet out.
Another mission we take off. Just before we do Virmire, right, I'm going to go back to the Citadel, just in case that mission spawns in. I mean, it may be that we had the mission and for some reason it's just not showing on the charts. I just don't remember. But it doesn't harm just to dock with the Citadel, walk onto the landing gantry, then turn around if he's not there. So, his birthday was back in... Junior's detonation day was back in September. I'm just happy to have someone to constantly play board games. Yes. See, growing up, I never had like any friends myself to play board games with. We always had them, but no one would play. So now I torture everybody with them. But yeah, there's quite a few on the shelf there. The zombie one would be no problem, because I mean I wouldn't even need to show you the cards in the zombie one because we play it, and you can find weapons and stuff like that. We have never lost a game
Equalizing
with
interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
every game we've won, rather.
Logged.
We've never
Commanding
used the
officer
weapons that we
is
picked up.
ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
We've never needed them, so that it wouldn't even be a fuss for the decks of cards that go with it, because they don't really have any effect on the game, unless we're playing it wrong. We've managed to strategize our way out of it every time, like doing the co-op mode. Right, he's not here. Let's go to actually we'll save it. We'll save it, and then we're going to go to Virmire and start the mission proper.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
We have another mission through the Stargate. Which boss encounter will we have this time?
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard.
Just before we go, I
Exo
just
Presley stands
check
relieved.
here. There's still 13 minutes left on the giveaway. On the first giveaway, anyway. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries so far. For a chance to spin the wheel of despair. Okay, is everyone ready to do a main quest? What are we? We are an hour in, and we haven't actually set out to do anything other than side quests. Save game. Team emerges from the Stargate. Oh, we've completed our mission. We won. Who were we fighting? Sokar. In his hell planet. He's like, yay, we win. Did we have any casualties? Did anyone not make it back? Frodo made it back. Samwise made it back. JD and myself made it back. Did anyone lose? Royalty didn't make it. It's just Royalty was left in the fiery pits of or whatever the name of Sokar's planet was. Well, at least the fiery lavary pits will keep you warm. Oh, hang on. We have a bank heist. Okay, let's go to Virmire. Get this ball rolling. Anything? What's that? Is that clickable? It looks bigger than it should be. That's what she hoped to say. Now we have 2 side quests to do as we go. This mission will probably take 2.5 hours. Because, you know me, I like to poke into every single nook and cranny of where we're going. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I'm including Citadel in the back of my head. Because we're doing the Citadel mission as well, I hope. Then it'll leave for a couple of weeks' time. We'll do Ilos in one sitting. Pull out from there. Pull out from there. Anything on the inner track? No, it's just that one there. Okay, to Virmire, everyone. What's that there, Frodo? Are you feeling risky entering the heist? Yeah, I think JD's covered for the hens. Add to squad. Add to squad. Yeah, we're going to take Tally and we're going to take Rex. And away we go.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltrations.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. Got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Okay, so we're up there. Am I going down here? I should ask. Was it there? Maybe a little too. Oh, did Frodo not make it? You guys seen the Transporter movies? Was Frodo like, you know, the one in the getaway car at the beginning, where he says, "No, there was not supposed to be that many people," and you had to, and Samwise had to blow Frodo's head off, and took him out the car because he because it was only agreed for the 3 passengers, not the 4 or whatever it was. Someone had to take the blame for the heist. 2 seconds. Okay, let's jump in and get going down the road. Sounds about right. Right, those crab things are no problem at all. So the first stage of this is driving down, like getting close to the facility. Then the second bit is in the facility. We have a few tanks and a few bits and bobs where we've got to get in and out of the vehicle. There we go, that solves that problem. But yeah, I think we're a drunk driver here. Okay, this is a technical problem. Can we rock ourselves back up? Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Oh, is the bloodbath ready already there for another Hunger Games? In what way is Samwise and Royalty going to rip our bodies apart this time, do we reckon? And Samwise has also been challenged to a duel by Royalty. Let's just rotate the Mako around a little bit. Slowly go forward. Oh, we've got 2 out there. I thought we only got 1. Oh, Samwise victorious again. As she swings away from the field of battle, using Royalty's intestines as a makeshift rope to climb down the cliff to escape. Him down. Really, this part of the map is more of an inconvenience. I'm sure the tank ones are coming up soon. Yep, radio's jammed. A little bit closer, eh? There must still be some left. Oh, what's it there, Frodo? Frodo victorious. What's it there? She lifts my head up, removes my crown and places it upon her head. Still dripping blood from it. And kicks my head like... For a second there I thought I said it kicks your head like Frodo. But no, it kicks your head like a football. And Frodo also wins the Hunger Games. Having bludgeoned all the other the players to death. Stabbing them with the spear made from the bones of his victim. There's another drone somewhere here. Oh, there it is. There's at least one more around here somewhere. Because the radar's still jammed. I mean, it's not necessary that we have to kill them, it would just be convenient. We'll drive on. We'll drive on, though. That you would never do that sound way. So how would you execute royalty? Oh, we've leveled up again. Okay, I think that's... Oh no, there's still some guards in the up above there. What we'll do is we'll use the cannon just to clear out the first batch. Because the concussive force will save a bit of time. Not yet, Tic Tac. Unless you went into the Hunger Games game that we were in before. But oh, let's just back it up. Right, I just want to check our journal before we progress. Disable the AA tower, and the only other mission that we have is the Ferris one, but the mission's glitched. Nothing I can really do about that, unfortunately. Okay, weapons up. And that's why you're my favourite samurais. I don't think that... Well, there should be one wall-bountied Geth in here. Take all, we'll deal with it later. So, we're not going to upgrade any of our weapons, to be honest. What we've got is here to stay. Yeah, we shouldn't have used stasis. We should have chosen a different... I think there's still one left. Are they all dead? It's the bouncy ones that are the irritating ones. Yeah, that's them all gone. That's them all gone. Take all. Okay, I think that's all of them in this section. Let's just check the map again. Yep, so we're at the gatehouse, and we need to get down here to the next guard tower. Right, let's go. Oh, is the first hour up? Alright, we'll get back in the vehicle. We'll pause the game. Now, do you want to spin the wheel first, then find out who wins, or find out who wins, then spin the wheel? Which order would you like to do it? back into the Mako. And we'll maybe save. Don't really need to save, but we're going to save anyway. Okay, I'm just going to put the control down for a minute. Pause the game. Oh. Reach over here. Press this buttons here so that I can see the display. And then I'm going to press this button followed by this button. What's that there? Samwise royalty, get a room. Next it'll be Frodo and Chrissy get a room. You'll have to do like a swap, like a trade. Okay, we have the Wheel of Despair with tonight's prizes all dotted around it. We have, I think that's approximately 9 people, did we say, entries? It doesn't, I don't actually have a counter on that. I'll maybe have to add a counter to it in future. That Frodo's jealous much. Okay. So the first of our giveaways. Remember, if anyone wins the Hunter DLC, you will get it, but obviously when the map comes out. I just want to add that qualifier into there. Okay, I've stopped the thing is stopped. And can we have a winner? Was that you're down for that? No comment from Frodo. Alright, are we ready to draw the first winner and see who's going to get the first spin of the wheel? And we have the first winner, and it is Chrissy. What are you hoping to win on the first spin of the wheel there, Chrissy? Let's see. Why is it not spinning? Hang on. There we go. And Chrissy wins the PC Game Pass. I'll get that code over to you after the stream. Right, that's a good. I need to write this down. 2 seconds. PC Game Pass. That's almost spelled right. But yeah, Chrissy wins the first spin of the wheel for the for the Game Pass. No, not that button. I meant to press the little blue button. Let's shuffle the deck for the next draw and drop that out there. But congratulations to Chrissy. Chrissy winning the first spin of the wheel. Oh, that reappeared. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's right. He's cleaning his teeth. He should have done that before he went to bed. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Are you sure you want to reset? Yes, I am sure I want to reset. What time is it now? It's now 11:15. I'm going to set the timer for... No, that won't make it midnight. I need to take it down to about there. Hang on a second. Alexa, how many minutes to midnight? Yeah, that didn't help me. Alright, let's just... Ooh, bugger. I need to drop that audio from there, just there. 1 hour and 10 minutes, is it? Alright. 70 minutes. Start giveaway. Okay, the next round of giveaways for the next spin of the wheel has begun, everybody. So if you'd like to enter again, it is !1K, a space, and then the number of tickets that you'd like to enter with. I think, I imagine that just about all you guys must have. 8 hours and 10 minutes to midnight. What's it there? How come my didn't work? You'll have to take that up with Ada. But once again, thank you everybody for the gifts this evening. There, you are all absolutely mental. But you can try luck again there as well. Tic Tac. Yep. Oh, you just heard us. You just entered. Oh, actually, before we do anything, I could do some orange juice. I keep forgetting to make any. Right. What were we doing? So we got. As we have the next round of giveaways, which should go off approximately midnight, and we'll see who's going to win. I need to find where I put that code as well. I can't remember which one it was on this machine or it's on that machine. I'll get it later. Right. Okay, let's crack on with the mission. But good luck for the next draw. Yep, I thought the big fellas were going to be out now. That was convenient, he didn't even try to shoot at us. So far for the second one we have Roll T, Frodo, Samwise and Tic Tac. I keep wanting to say TikTok. we're gonna have to rename you. Change the channel name. Let's just check them out. Yeah, we're at the break in the road here. I think we can get through here. Oh, and Chrissy and CGD have just re-entered as well for the second round. No, Chrissy and his hacks won the first one. Thanks for taking the bribe. The TikTok gym boy. Yeah, that's all we need to rename it to. These giant mechs are not really attacking us, are they? Oh, that one hit us though. Another one down. Another one dead. Just keep wiping them out. Oh, what's that? Some Shipbreaker. I do enjoy that one. It is just one of those nice OCD relaxing kind of games. I just play that one in like the sort of like the open sort of like way. You know, where there's no like stress of oxygen supply and stuff like that. But apparently they've done absolutely tons with it. Yeah, someday we might join the proper campaign. Plus 30 months sub bonus, plus 3 years since Cosmic Boost. Yeah, 3 years of the madness.
There's the artillery, Shepard.
Oh, I just had a thought. You know, when we've had like the conversations with people that's been walking around, have the volume levels been all right for everybody? I probably should have asked this an hour and a half ago. Right, let's just do our blasts along the centre, just to make sure. Yep, there's another one dead. There's another one dead. Yeah, I think we've got everybody. Right, let's park up ready. Where'd you come from? I would ask best friend too, but Roty would slap me. But the thing is, though, that Chrissy, you would enjoy that. Roty would slap me and claim she's your best friend. Ooh, what was that? Just see if that up there. Minus points for being Chrissy. Of course, Roty, you're the favourite. It's just a given. We still got stasis. Hang on, why? I thought we changed the throw. We have to wait for him to come out of stasis now so we can shoot. Oh, Frodo's got to put the kettle on everybody. Food time in the Shire. It's always food time in the Shire.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base. Out.
Ready to go, Shepard.
Let's be real, if Chris and I had split up, I'd fight him to win custody of you. You're all completely mad. But as I keep saying, thank you guys so much for, I do anything for you lot, because I love you all. You're all completely mad. Especially that Chrissy, he's a complete nutter. Chrissy going to bed? Royalty, have you got a permanent marker in the house? Asking for a friend. But thank you so much again there, Chrissy. And have a good night there, mate. You keep Junior safe and cuddle up with the kittens. Hang on, back it up. I just want to check the map before we proceed. Yeah, a little bit of twisty bound to go there. And then there's nobody. Another one dead. People actually like fight the Geth on this bit. I believe in concussive force. There's still 2 enemies left, but they're probably behind that door. Let's get a little bit closer. I don't think we can get around quite down there. suppose I better go and fight them then. It's like, you know, when we're doing... Oh, 2 seconds. I need to put my other panel back up rather than the giveaway panel. You know, when we're doing... the Dead Island. That's the name of the game I'm thinking of. We don't want to fight the zombies. We just walk through them. Ooh, I keep on burping up this... burping up my tea. What's that, Chris? Yeah, no worries. If I didn't have to go to... oh yeah, of course, go and help your grandparents in the morning. I would say, but sometimes they're hard work. What's that there? CGD, I'm always hungry. 2 seconds, I got that enter as well. On the off chance that, you know, I know I'll never win. There's still one more Geff in the room. And now it's gone.
That's it.
Anything else in
Nothing
here?
between us and the Solarian camp now.
Take... Oh, no, just reduce it to gel. just one entry, JD. Trying the odds. Oh, the Hunger Games has begun. Who will be the victor? Probably royalty. It was royalty. Oh, it's all rigged. I'm sorry. Right, 2 seconds. I'm just going to pause it for a moment there. Easy guy, welcome in and thank you so much for the raid there. Ooh. There's something wrong with my microphone on. 2 seconds. Just slightly in the wrong place. There we go. I'll just jiggle that way. But welcome in everybody and thank you so much for the raid there, Easy guy. How did you get on with your fleet of pink tractors this evening? But welcome in there. We've got the Mystical. We've got Jaffa, the troublemaker known as Mr. Smith. Mr. Patrick, welcome in there, mate. And Judy as well, welcome in. What sort of mischief have all you guys been causing then? There's something wrong with that mic makes you talk funny. Right, cheeky bugger is that TikTok Jim, as we've renamed him. But welcome in everybody. Welcome in that get my words out. Yes, 6 wheels as well. I hope you've all been causing plenty of trouble for Easy Guy over there. But tonight you join us for a special evening, as this is our 1000th night of streaming. And we're doing a giveaway as well. And if you guys would like to enter the giveaway, !1K and then a space and then the number of tickets you'd like to the maximum of like 1 to 8. It costs 100 of our hens to enter. To find out how many hens you've got, type in !hens to see how many are available for you. But welcome in and thank you everybody for coming. And Bog Boy as well there. Another troublemaker there. Who doesn't get much more of a troublemaker than Bog Boy there. He's a right cheeky bugger, is he? 2 seconds, I'm just going to switch over to my other panel so I can see what's going on here. So far in the second giveaway we have Royal T, Frodo, Samwise, TikTok, Chrissy, CGD, JD, Jaffa and Easy Guy. And you might have to check how many hens you've got there, Mr. Diesel, because it hasn't popped through. If you do !hens, so Jody there, you can get 4 entries. Oh, you need a space in there, Bog Boy. Oh, Royalty has redeemed a game of marbles. 2 seconds, and we'll have a quick game of marbles. I'll just save the game on Mass Effect before we continue. Save. Save that. Okay, everybody, this is where things might break. I don't need that open anymore. Actually, to be honest, I don't need that spreadsheet open whatsoever. But welcome in there, everybody, as well. And thank you so much again, there, Easy Guy, for the raid. Which ones have we got here? Oh, Tiramisu, you have. You got plenty to make 8 more entries. Then we have Bog Boy in there, Mr. Diesel with the entries there as well. Tiramisu in for the second giveaway as well. But tonight, guys, as you can see, that we are playing Mass Effect, which is my absolute favourite game of all time. I love the entire series, completely obsessed with it. Lots of people mean big game of marbles, Royalty. Yep, give me 2 seconds, and I will fire up some marbles for Royalty. Marbles. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, we're going to try and play marbles. It won't let me launch it because there's an update. Okay, I'm going to... It's downloading the update. Let's give it a moment. We've got the clips rolling as well, so we can look at the clips whilst it's downloading the update. I should have checked Steam earlier on to see if there was an update available for anything. But as it were, welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us, I say, this evening. Who else have we got there? We have Juddy in the giveaway, and we have Mystical as well. There is 52 minutes left before the next draw. But let's check out some of these clips whilst we're waiting for the update of marbles to come through. I'm going to have to switch over to Ada's panel because I'm not going to be able to see... I'm not going to be able to see OBS, am I? Because it's on there and I can't move it from there. This will just take a minute because it's still just installing the update. What's that, Tim? Ada fan? Oh, did I miss it? I've got Steam open in front of it. I missed what the clip was. Which clip did we get, Tiramisu? Was it there, Mrs. D here using Mr. D's phone? He's Mr. D's not been well this weekend. To give him a cup of tea. A cup of tea and sleep it off there. I'm sure he brought it on himself. You know what he's like. He's full of mischief, is that lad. Hopefully he's feeling a bit better soon there. What am I waiting for? Oh, tonight, yes. We have... I'm looking at the wheel right now. So we have a copy of our Tales from the Coop collectible cards, decks of playing cards, £10 Amazon vouchers. We have Steam vouchers as well, a Steam copy of the Grim Fandango, and the Call of the Wild New England map on Steam when it comes out. So if you do win the copy of that tonight, then then make sure that we're friends on Steam, and the day that it comes out, it will get gifted to you on Steam. Because I don't actually know. I haven't looked. Does anyone know what the release date is for the New England map, or have they not even announced it yet? I'm sure that there was like rumours it was going to be like a December-y thing, but I don't know. But if someone wins that tonight, then it will be gifted to them when it comes out. Let's see. All right, here we go. I've got my marbles now, and Easy guy, thank you so much for the gifted subs as well there. Oh crikey, can I read these names there? But Easy Guy has gifted subs to Duelster, Megatron. Oh, sorry, yeah, Megatron even. Techno's freak. That Fiddle Sparkle Jr. to the Chocolate Thief. Gamer Jamie. Dead. Elena? Is that? If you want anyone, you've come to the one-stop shop for name butchering is right here. Morky and Angel Girl. For a second there, I was going to say something else because you know what CGG is like with his incognito mode. I was almost going to read something different there. and Jutty as well there. Thank you so much there, Easy Guy, for the raid and for the gifts again there. And thank you everybody as well for the gifts this evening. I never know how to thank all of you absolute madmen, but thank you so much there. I'm just now, if somebody goes tits up, this might crash the stream. Are we still there? Are we still live? Because that was the dangerous move, flicking that over there, because I need to do that so we can play marbles. Right, starting the marbles. What's it there, Dr. Ravenholm? Reading names out, it's like easy learned from Dr. Indeed, tiramisu. Right, cheeky bugger is that one. Saramai's butchered my name when she came on Twitch the other night. Oh, sorry, butchered your mum's name on there. I think with all the daft names that everyone like has, like for like some of these like obscure ones, it's sometimes I reckon that you guys will look at it and think, oh, that's like perfectly normal. It says John Smith, and then I look at it and it's like I don't know, it looks like it says like Jim Bob Flower Pot Man or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna press a button here, and it's gonna be this button. Okay, who's ready for some marbles? Free runs for royalty. Okay. Quick Grand Prix. Oh, I should probably get that out of the way. Okay, everybody. I press join here. And then I press... so exclamation mark play, everybody, if you'd like to enter the marble run. I'm going to copy and paste this because I'm a really lazy person. And put Ada in as well. So far we have Frodo Royalty, Tic Tac Me, Mystical Diesel, Tiramisu, Samwise, Easy Guy, Ada, and Mr. Smith in the marble run. Now it's refreshed. It says Jaffa Bog Boy and JD. Give it a few more seconds. If anyone would like to enter, it's exclamation mark play. Was it that Tales from the Group has gone up massively? No, there is different things of cable of the Tales from the Coop because it's all part of like the themed range. But okay, I'm gonna start off now, and we're gonna see how royalty or CGG going there just in time. And Mystical briefly had the lead. And Tic Tac now coming up in the front. Let's have a little look at this map. Oh, there's a speedy bit. JD is taking the lead. So there, Jaffa's being... Is he on the drink again? Tic Tac in second place. JD still in first. We have Ada. Oh, CGG slightly accelerating. I'm not quite sure if Tic Tac might be slowly catching up on JD. Oh, Bog Boy in third place now. This is a very peculiar map. Yeah, this marble run is a tad bit flat. All right, let's just separate and see how far does this go. Oh, the end is coming. This is a very peculiar marble run. I suppose it's all supposed to like get mixed up in the debris, but JD is miles out in front for this first round. Come on, almost there. Almost there. And JD for the win. Bog Boy staggering along in second place. Third place. Overtaken by CGD. Steward's inquiry, please. Rigged. CGD coming in second. I'm just waiting now for for the next line. And everyone else is almost over the line. Next up, we're waiting on Mystical to cross the line. Mr. Smith coming in 7th place. Easy Guy next. Come on, Frodo. He's from the fishy cold places, Marble. It's shooting along the ice. I'm not quite sure who we're missing. Oh, there we go. We have our winner, JD. So we have JD in first place, followed by CGD, Tic Tac, Bog Boy, myself, Mystical, Mr. Smith, Royalty, Easy Guy, Frodo, Jaffa, Samwise, Ada, Tiramisu, and Mr. Diesel didn't make it. Okay, off to the second race. Be 2 seconds whilst that loads. Yeah, CGD not last that time. Okay, exclamation mark play, everybody. For round 2. We'll give that a moment for everyone to pop in. So we have myself, Royalty, Ada, Mystical, Tic Tac, CGD, Bog Boy, Jaffa, JD, Easy Guy, Young Master Frodo, Mr. Smith, Mr. Diesel. Have we got everybody there? Tiramisu. Okay, I know a couple of seconds on my end. Was it there? You peaked too early today. I want a round one, please, this time, as opposed to the square one from before. All right, let's fire this up and let's get going. I'm going for CGD to win. CGD for the win. Ooh. Spiraling tubes. Another long straight. Okay, let's Tiramisu is in first place. Round and round we go. Can you remember those, like, I don't know if they still have them, but you know the thing where you, like, it's like a circle like this and you put the coin in and it spins around. It's usually like linked to a charity box. Do they still have those in places? I don't think I've seen one since the 90s. I had one in the entrance to Wilkinson's when I was a kid. Oh, CGD has rocketed ahead. I'm thinking hacks here. Bug Boy chasing after CGD. Oh, can you catch up? CGD. Oh, straight through the spinny majig. And flying ahead of the rest. Bog Boy catching up there. Uh-oh, it's not letting me select CGD again. Okay. It's all gone weird. I'll try and catch up manually. Apparently it's now showing as Mystical is in first place. I have no idea how. The whole chart has gone weird. But here's the big crowd. So at present, I have no idea who is in first place. Oh, there we go. CGD. It's let me click back onto CGD. I think you're going to win this one there. I get that feeling. Oh, I think I know what happened. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine though. It's still showing. This one's quite the trip. This one, isn't it? Royalty in second place. In third place, we have Mr. Jaffa. JD coming in fourth. CGD still miles ahead of the crowd. Come on, keep on rolling. Guys, as well, if you ever want to customize your marbles, so if you want to customize your balls, apparently you can do so from the app. But I haven't downloaded it to try it. I don't know whether or not it costs anything. But might be something to investigate. It's Marbles on Steam or Stream. One or the other. Type Marbles on in the app stores. But in second place now, we have Easy Guy. JD coming in third place. CGD is still holding that lead. Bog Boy nowhere to be seen. Oh, I wonder if Bog Boy may have plummeted to his doom. Oh, come on, CGD. Over the finish line. CGD for the win. Followed by Easy Guy. Royalty coming in. Oh, Jaffa fighting his way through. Taking extra position. Everyone else dropping in. And Mr. Diesel drops into the hole. Oh, Royalty, thank you again so much for so much for the bits there. Get my words out. Thank you everybody as well this evening as well for all the gifts. Thank you so much again there, Royalty. An absolute madman. But we have CGD for the win. I announced my retirement from Marvels. Hype for the CGD win there, Royalty. It's not over yet though, CGD, because we need to see who's going to sit on that winning podium at the end of the next race. So we have the winners. We have CGD, Easy Guy, Royalty, me, Jaffa, JD, Tiramisu, Mr. Smith, TikTok Jim Boy, Mr. Diesel, Mystical, Ada, Frodo, and in 14th place, Young Master Bog Boy. There seems to be a theme with these last two maps. They've been very flat. Okay. Exclamation mark play. We'll get everybody hopped in there for the decider. So we have. Did I enter? Yes, I did. Ada, Royalty, Jaffa, Mystical, me, Mr. Diesel, Frodo, Bog Boy, and Tiramisu. Easy Guy as well there. We have JD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not sure who we're missing. I'll give it another A few seconds. Oh, Mr. Smith is trying. I'll give it a second till Mr. Smith is has unjiggled his keyboard. There you go, Mr. Smith. And CGD has retired, already on the beach with a cigar and a cold beer. Is it a cold beer or is it a nice chilled bottle of fizzy Vimto? He's totally not sponsored. And it's Sam got a customer. Right, we will fire up the thing. Tell them we're closed. Oh, I didn't have my hand on the keyboard there. Okay, what type of map have we got this time? JD in first place. Oh, this one's got lots of spirals and bits and bobs in it. All right, let's painfully zoom out. Frodo spinning around. Ada in first place. Tiramisu overtaking. Oh, it's a battle on two different fronts between Tiramisu and Royalty. Oh, now everybody's met in the middle. Tiramisu maintaining his lead. JD closely followed behind. Ada taking a different route. Ada rocketing into second place. Oh, and JD just stealing that from from Tiramisu. Who will fall down the hole first? And away he goes. Come on, JD. Onto the rocket pad. Here he goes. Still in first place for JD. Easy Guy coming in second. Royalty closely following. Can you pick up the pace? Are they going to catch up? Now, there's two paths here. One looks like the fast path for JD and Easy Guy. And Royalty, all taking the fast route. Was it easy? Easy's marble looks like easy driving. I know, kids. If you're ever offered to get your driving license from, coupons on the Weetabix packets. Ooh, Easy Guy has taken the lead. JD has now been pushed into fourth place. Oh, after maintaining that victory for so long. Easy Guy wins. Just waiting for Ada now. As unfortunately, we have multiple casualties on this run. Come on, Ada, you can do it. And in the hole. Easy Guy for the win. So we have Easy Guy, Royalty, Mystical, JD, Bog Boy, Mr. Diesel, and Ada. And unfortunately, those that died in the attempt, Tiramisu, Jaffa, myself, Mr. Smith, and Frodo. Okay, who are our winners? In third place, we have Royalty. In second place, we have Easy Guy. And for the win, we have CGD. Taking first place victory. From only participating in 2 matches. This is definitely rigged. I'll clip that. Okay, everybody. So there's the final leaderboard. For I don't know how the points are assigned, but apparently that's how it worked out. I don't get it. Okay. Oh, it was a second place as well there, Royalty. That's why we got the extra points. Okay. Let's press some buttons here. And this button? Yeah. Then I'm gonna... Right, you're gonna click profile, then you press quit. Oh, I hope this doesn't break the stream. Give me 2 seconds, everyone. I need to put everything back where it was on the screen. Or at least closely where it was. Oh, Steve 37 as well. Welcome in. I didn't see that. I was just rearranging my screen. Okay, I think everything's back where it should be. Oh, I paused again. We just left this. We at the park here all that time. But Steve 37, welcome in. Tonight is our 1000 stream. Night of streaming special. We have a giveaway as well. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, exclamation mark giveaway for the destructions. And you'll see how many hens you've got to enter. It's 100 hens per ticket. And to enter is exclamation mark 1k space and then the number of tickets to however many you'd like to enter. We've already had one draw this evening. Won by Chrissy. And we are playing my absolute favourite game, Mass Effect. Let's see, you have 1,124, so you can do the maximum number of tickets, which is 8 if you wish to. So it'd be exclamation mark 1k space 8 or a lower value, depending on how many you'd like to enter. What sort of mischief have you been causing? What sort of mischief have everyone been causing as well? Because we all know what all you troublemakers like. Chrissy won the Xbox PC Game Pass.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded.
Which I'll send them the code to later on. But there's also, as it says in the thing there, there's the copy of the Grim Fandango that we played last night. We have the Hunter Call of the Wild new map DLC, which will be gifted when it comes out. Steam vouchers and Amazon vouchers. Or if you're really unlucky, you can land on the Nothing Square. Oh, have a good night there, JD, and thank you again for coming in tonight. You have a good night there, mate. Behave yourself tomorrow. But thank you for coming in there, JD, and thank you as well for the gifts as well this evening. You have a good night, and we'll see you later on.
There's the camp.
Now, we're about to drive into this area here. There's going to be a cutscene, and as you guys know, I don't like to talk over the game dialogue, so we'll drive in, and we'll listen and follow the conversation trees. Once we pull up, that is. There we go.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere, and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
8.
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy. And these Krogan follow Saren.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might, actually. Just do it carefully.
I'll be careful. But be ready, just in case.
I'm always ready.
Okay, so we're now at the staging ground. The next bit, I was going to save it in case something goes tits up. Oh, that was loud. Oh, of course he's shooting, isn't he? But you have a good night there, Jaffa. Behave yourself. So there you've been up since... Well, you've been up since... You might as well just stick it out for the full 24 hours. And what was that there? Relentless 86. Sorry, 68, almost there, but not quite. Is that how many hens you've got to go? But you have a good night there, though, Jaffa, and thank you for coming in as well there.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
I understand you're upset, but we both know Saren's the enemy here. He's the one you should be angry with.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
Rex, these Krogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren, tools. Is that what you want for them?
No, we were tools for the Council once. To thank us for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head. We're doing this.
Yay, we resolved it without having Rex get killed by the space racist Ashley. Okay, let's have a little scoot around. We're going to have a little chat with everybody.
I'm surprised you were able...
Your ability to calm the Krogan is impressive.
I kind of went off. Ooh. the aura's gone a bit weird. I'm clipping that out later. Mr. Photo Gamer, welcome in there, mate. Thank you for joining us this evening. 2 seconds. Just need to concentrate on those quick time events. But welcome in there, mate. Tonight we are playing one of my favourite games of all time, Mass Effect. Just working through the Virmire mission at the moment. As a special night for our 1000th night of streaming. But I hope you've been keeping out of trouble. I'm heading up with the supply cabinet there. We do have a giveaway on the go. If you would like to enter, if you're able to enter, if you use you can use the command ! giveaway, as Termasus has popped in there, and that'll tell you how many hens you have. And if each ticket costs 100 hens. So ! 1K space and then the number of tickets you'd like to get. And you have a chance to win Steam vouchers, Amazon vouchers, the new Call of the Wild map when it comes out on Steam. And also we have some of our merchandise as well up for grabs.
Normally I wouldn't think much of Solarians in a firefight, but these soldiers seem well trained.
Try to see if, oh, hang on, I'll wait until the thing's passed. Try to see if Garrus's eyes are going to go crossed, like the others did. I'll wait until the slideshow's finished. What's that there? Oh yeah, drop the X. Yep. He's not going to look at the camera. Right, let's go through here. Let's go now. Shall we talk to Royalty's favourite, or shall we just keep walking past Tally? Did you find your the picture that you drew of Tally? Royalty. Okay, let's crack this one open. There we go. I forgot to look. Whoops. There you go. Oh gosh, horrible at typing. What's that one there? Oh, you almost got there. You just need a space and then the number of tickets. But yeah, did you check how many hens that you've got? If you !hens or !giveaway, and it'll tell you how many that you've got there. But over here, you don't have to worry about any spelling. Spelling or grammar is not necessary in the chat here. Trust me. If you see me type anything.
Greetings, human. I am Commander Rentola. I can provide you with supplies for the upcoming mission. For anything else, I suggest you speak with Captain Kirahi.
Just tell me what you have available.
We have limited reserves. We requested a fleet to destroy Saren's base. Instead, they sent you.
Your request never came through. We'll just have to make do.
That much is clear.
Let me see what you have.
What little there is.
Alexa, turn off lamp. We'll buy that. And we might as well take that upgrade kit. That'll do it. What was that there? Mr. Photo. Oh, yeah. Well, these games. I of course will be saying these games are absolutely amazing. The whole series. Andromeda. I know Andromeda got some bad press because yes, it is glitchy. But yes, I absolutely love that game as well. And we will be 100%ing that on stream as well as Mass Effects 2 and 3. This is our second 100% playthrough of Mass Effect as well. But yeah, I highly recommend playing the series.
With all these defenses, Saren must be
like me, as I keep saying, I'm completely obsessed with these. Apart from playing all the games and I've 100%ed them, I don't know how many times. I've read all the novels, the comics. On my bookshelf, there's a whole section dedicated to various Mass Effect books.
It won't be an easy fight, but we're ready when you are.
Nice work with Rex. I didn't think anything would calm him down.
We're just going to do we're just doing the rounds here quickly. Just to make sure we've picked up everything before we go in with the assault. Now, there'll be a little cutscene that's going to happen here, which, as always, I won't talk over them. That's the same passion I have for the Dark Side series. What's that there? It's been a hard 2 days in the rain, pal. I'm knackered. Hey, thank you so much for thank you so much, CGD, for coming in, and thank you just there as well. I just see it popped up there. Thank you so much for the bits, and thank you for coming in there, CGD. You have a good night. Keep yourself out of trouble. Keep that browsing history clean. We'll catch you later on there, mate. But thank you for coming in there.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
It does sound a bit risky. Is there no other way?
No, but I think we can work around that. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
It's a good idea, but your people are going to get slaughtered.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
We'll need someone who knows Alliance communication protocols.
I volunteer, Commander.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Who would be better suited to the mission?
Either of these 2 will do, Commander. Both seem willing to sacrifice their lives if necessary, though if we are lucky, such sacrifices won't be required.
Take Caden. He's expendable.
Alenko, you're with the captain. Keep it simple. Understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
The Normandy's picking me up. How will your teams escape the blast?
We will engage the Geth as long as possible. Once the bomb is in place, we will fall back to try and escape the blast radius. If we move quickly, we should be able to escape with acceptable casualties. If not, then our memories will live on as martyrs to a greater cause.
You talk like this is a suicide mission.
I won't lie to you, Commander. There is a chance none of us will survive this assault, even your team. But we do what is necessary.
Shadow seems clear enough. What would the other teams be called?
Igor, Manovai, and Jaeto. They were the initial settlements on our first 3 colony worlds. They are at the heart of Solarian territory to this day. These names will remind my men what they are fighting for. They must have a personal stake in the fight if we are to have any chance of success.
Give me a quick rundown of the plan again.
You are Team Shadow. We will create a distraction while you infiltrate the base. Make your way to the breeding grounds at the heart of the facility. Disable the AA guns so the Normandy can land and deliver the nuke. If we get that far, we'll try to help you with guns, but don't count on it. Once you have the bomb, place it next to the geothermal taps. Then get out before it detonates.
I want to know more about the bomb. How reliable is it going to be?
Its reliability depends on the person arming it, but it will do the job. The drive system is highly impervious to damage from external sources. Once it has been armed, very little can stop it. The key is getting it into place and armed before the Geth can stop us.
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too, Commander.
We'll be fine, LT.
Yeah, good luck.
Is there something you wanted to say, Caden?
It's just weird going under someone else's command. I've got so used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry so much. We'll see you on the other side.
I know, I just wanted to say that it's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
It doesn't matter if we're not in the same unit. We are still a team. Watch each other's backs, keep your eyes open, and fight like I know you can. We'll all come out of this in one piece.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The silent step who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the ever-alert who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
So there we go. We're ready to start the next section of this main story quest. And was it there? He's a beautiful turtle boy. Fancying a bit of Solarian today. Okay, we're going to take Rex with us, and we're going to take Tally, I suppose. Should we take Tally, royalty? Except squad. We never leveled up either, did we? We were going to do that before, but we still haven't. Okay, so we have a side quest to do as we're doing this one.
Object, do you read me, Commander?
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
Right, let's just take a quick scan. Actually, I'm going to save it before we do anything else. And we're going to check the map. Satellite uplink tower, but we're going to head straight up here first to knock out that, because that's part of a side quest. Then we'll have to fight our way through these sections to take out those bits, and then we head into the research facility. I kind of wish I had a map of this handy.
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground.
Let me know if the weapons fire is too loud and I'll drop the audio. Because it's really loud in my headset. Actually, I am going to drop it. I'll drop it just a little bit. It still looks really loud in the wiggly lines. Right, that's why that didn't work. Why does it always default back to stasis? Have to wait for him to come out of stasis so we can shoot him.
Wireless coordinator on Monolith team. We can't reach the gas turrets. They're out of range.
In most of our equipment, we probably can't be defeated anyway. I think it's good now. It was a bit loud. Yeah, I thought once we got into that combat bit, I mean, when we get to dialogue sections, I'll jack it up a little bit. Okay, let's crack open this one. Okay. Try that again. We could just crack all these open just with the gel anyway, to be honest. There you go, Geth communications have now been disrupted. We will take this route around here. We're going to head over to there. Because we'll check the journal as well whilst we're in here. So, well, the data recovery task, that mission was unfortunately glitched and there's no way for us to fix that. So, so the Geth resources, the next one here is disrupt the communications tower. Because it is 100% playthrough, so we've got to get all these side quests.
Something scrambled they're targeting. We've got a shot. Lieutenant Alenko, take the heat off Man of Eye.
Alenko, unfortunately, is not going to make it. Does anybody that plays through this let Alenko, Caden live? I don't think I've done a single playthrough where I've let him live.
Watch for comm stations. Alenko,
I must have it some. Oh yeah, I let him live in my first Renegade playthrough many years ago. So yeah, he did survive on one of my playthroughs, but only because I was evil. There we go, satellite uplink destroyed. 2 bonus Paragon points. We just storm through all these people. Where'd that crow go? Oh, that's Rex. Not the enemy. Okay, 2 more metagel. Was there anything else? Right, let's just check our journal again. So next is the data uplink thing. Check on the map. Which is, I believe, is up there. Okay, let's press forward. So has anyone got anything, any mischief planned for tomorrow? Easy Guy, are you back doing the housework again tomorrow?
Bunker up before they come back.
We'll take out these chaps here first. Why is it always defaulting to stasis? Yes, I'm not looking forward to it. Like you were saying earlier on there, at least you can do it at your own kind of pace. And you're not having to fork out somebody's hourly rate. Right, everyone's gone from here. Right, we'll go up now to the north section of this bit of the map. Do the last side quest. On Virmire, there's 2 side quests. One of them is what we're doing right now, and the other side quest was dealing with Rex. There is an option to actually kill Rex, or actually Ashley will also kill Rex in one of the probable ends. Because she's a space racist. Let's just check the map here again. Yeah, we're on the right course. Oh, we have the entry stop for the giveaway. Alright, 2 seconds. We'll clear out this little bit here, and then I'll pause the game. Ooh, we just got an achievement. Why does it keep doing this? What am I... But we got the achievement for that though, which is the important thing. The Geth flyer has been destroyed. Okay, which is the bit we need to do now? Oh, is it? There's something we have to destroy here, and I can't remember what it was. Yes, it is this. Oh, we did it. It's just I just didn't see the notification pop is all. Okay, everybody. The second giveaway has concluded. Let's see. Where's it? There it is. So we have in the next giveaway, Mr. Photo Gamer, were you able to enter? How many hens did you have? Because I don't see your name on the thing there. Mr. Smith causing trouble there. Actually, can I see Mr. Smith on there? What would I tell you what? I'll open the entries just for another moment there. If Mr. Smith, if you would like to enter as well, you're welcome to there. It's ! 1K, then space, and then a number from 1 to 8 for the number of tickets that you'd like. If you'd like to enter the giveaway there, Mr. Smith. I'll leave it open for just another minute there. Yep, just like Tiramisu's just popped in there. There we go. Mr. Smith has entered the giveaway. And then I think you'll have to, if you'd like to enter Mr. Photo Gamer, you maybe have to do the ! hens first, just to see how many you've got there. I'll give that another 20 seconds. Shoot, I'm dozing off. We're almost ready for the second giveaway here. Royalty. Okay, I'm going to close the entries again now. And I'm going to quickly have a quick drink before I draw the winner. But you know I have that magical effect on all the ladies there, Royalty. And we have our winner for the second giveaway, and it is Easy Guy. Right, I now need to press the buttons that I should have pressed. I should have pressed this before. Clicking on. Well, hang on, I need to press this button here first, so the wheel is actually on the screen. And there we go. I think I'll have to leave once the draw. I'm gonna pause otherwise. If I remember when I was saying that map was on store, I didn't have the. Oh, it's no running thing. Okay, Easy Guy. Let's see what you won. Where will it stop? Nobody knows. Oh, that is perfect, Easy Guy. I've done it again. I forgot to put the sound effects on. Easy Guy has won a set of playing cards. Which is handy, because that's exactly what you said that you were hoping for. This is not rigged, by the way. This is a random wheel. You know, I just click on the thing. It spins. I've got no control over it other than jumbling them up when I press the shuffle button. You see? We'll press the shuffle button again, shall we? Close. Let me close. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. But Easy Guy wins the second of our from our 10k. Sorry, 10k? What am I talking about? Oh, 1k, 10k nights to stream. Bloody hell, how many years would that be? Was that the same with the... Oh, I'm just doing the thing in there. But congratulations to Easy Guy for winning the second giveaway. Let's reset that there. Right, what I'm going to do is... I'm just going to crank that to the maximum. And I'll open the giveaway again for the third one. And the third one we will draw at the end of the stream, but I've just put the max time on it. I'll close the entries when we get to the end of this mission. I don't know how long it's going to take. It might take 45 minutes. It might take an hour. We'll see how it goes. But entries are open once again if anyone would like to enter for the third giveaway this evening. I just need to press this button here first, and then I need to press. Oh, I did press it. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Just me going nuts. Refresh. Close that. Yes. There we go. Okay, that's all rigged into position, so the wheel is spinning, now ready for next time. So we have Royalty, Mr. Smith, Bog Boy, and Easy Guy in for the next giveaway. We have Young Master Frodo as well in there. I'm going to crack on with the mission whilst the entries are starting up there. But once again, everybody, thank you so much for coming in tonight for the 1,000 Nights of Streaming stream. And thank you as well to everyone for all the gifts and the raids this evening as well. These are all absolute madmen. I can't remember which way we had to go for facility entrance. Let's just go that way. Then see if I can remember which way is the right way we're supposed to go. What's that? I'm going to head off now. Have a good night there, Royalty. I'll try and remember to take that picture for you tomorrow. I'll get the games out and you can have a little rummage through and see which ones you like, and then we'll see if we can rig up a game session on. But you have a good night there. Thank you so much as well, there, Royalty, for coming in tonight, and for the gifts as well. But you have a good sleep. Cuddle up with the kittens, and we'll see you at some stage tomorrow.
Air threat is not materialized.
So, no worries talking to somebody. No worries there. You have a good night there, Royalty. We'll catch you later on. You behave yourself, and don't forget as well to get that permanent marker out. You know, I'm sure you'll work out what to do with it. Okay, now we're going to start advancing through the facility.
Shadow team must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
I'm trying to remember which way you go for the next thing we have to deactivate, and then there's also the woman in the research room that we need to talk to and terrify her slightly.
We've got access to base security. We can cut the alarms from here, maybe even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
Ooh, 8 Paragon points. Okay, open the door. Weapons out. Okay, I think that's that room pacified. So, in a few moments as well, we should encounter Sovereign. Did that blow him up? No, the Juggernaut's still there. We don't really need the first aid because we're pretty much... Yeah, we're probably still like 95% invincible. May switch over to the pistol. Okay, so we've entered the facility here. To lab. To detention cells. We're going to go into the detention cells anyway and speak to the crazies.
Hello? Is someone out there?
Yep, don't worry, we're coming to free you.
Give a little ground, Lieutenant. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
Plus, some of the Solarians that have been experimented on are all crazy, so they can create a distraction for the guards.
Well, you're not a Gath, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
The transmission wasn't clear. The fleet's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered, indoctrinated. He knew about the breeding grounds. But the indoctrination is a greater threat, and far more horrifying. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress. Saren uses it to control his people, but I don't think he fully understands it. I don't know much else. I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks. I can't end up like that, please. Let me out.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
Okay, we freed him.
These look docile. Their minds are gone.
No, this is no way to treat a prisoner. Kill them, sure, but to leave them like this?
Open the doors. Give them a chance to outrun the blast.
Are you sure, Shepard? At best, they might hurt themselves. If there is any sense left in them, they might be directed to harm us.
Let them out. They won't hurt us.
Very well. At least the blast will eventually end it.
Anyone else to release, or just those ones? This guy in here, we can't click on his cell, so he has to stay.
It calls, and I must follow.
I am only what it wants me to be. It is emptiness. It never sleeps.
Yep, they've all gone loopy. Okay, we will head back into the labs. Oh yeah, check the journal before we do anything else. Alarm disabled. By disabling the alarm, you've chosen to take the heat off the team. Their task should be much easier. Good. Let's just check the map for a moment. Storage room to lab. Is that storage room? Is that Sovereign? Try to remember the layout in my head. It's been a while.
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Mano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, ma'am. Captured while on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, ma'am. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I'd have said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
Bouncy, bouncy.
What did they do to you, soldier?
Mr. Smith causing trouble?
I don't know what for. The effect of incessant whispering on my shortening temper? Who knows? I just need out.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
If we don't let him out, he's as good as dead. We have to do something.
Yes, leaving me here would be bad. Very bad. It's too small and the noise just won't go away. Whispering is loud, you know? I need to get out. Let me out.
Set him free. He could help us.
Yes, sir. You'll find I am very good at following orders. I should be. I hear them over and over. Why are they repeated when they are so simple? Damn simple!
Unfortunate. But we had to. But yeah, we wouldn't expect anything. Anything but the troublemaker that is Mr. Smith. He's always up to no good as that lad. Are we going the right way? Should we have gone the other way first? I think maybe we should have. Video game logic says there's something hidden behind the stairs. Right, we can't advance through there yet. So yeah, so we will return to this door. So I was probably right in my first thought where we should have gone down to the lab first. There should be a clear path for us to get through now, though. Through the holding cells. A lot of wasted space in here, don't you think? These are holding cells. You think that maybe there's like some chairs and tables or something around there, just at like minimal? Wow, that was quite a combination. Side is lifted open on. Those husks are going to jump out and attack us, aren't they? More husks to deal with. Okay. Check the map once more. Actually, we'll check the journal. There's been a journal update. So disable the alarm's good. We still have to disable the AA gun so that nobody can drop off the nuke. But we also have to have an encounter with Sovereign first. Nobody here. Yeah, this is the bit, isn't it, where we have the woman that we have the conversation with.
Don't shoot! Please,
I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Who are you?
Ranathanoptis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us in the dark as much as possible.
You helped him and you didn't even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating. This position is a little more permanent than I had expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers, to control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Solarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
What do you mean by collateral damage?
Sovereign's signal is too strong. Spend too much time near the ship and you feel it, like a tingle at the back of the skull. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself. It happens to everyone at the facility. My first test subject was the man I replaced. Now I just want to get out of here before it happens to me.
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
The signal comes from the ship. It makes us obey Saren, but I don't think he controls it. Not exactly. I think he's scared it might be affecting him. Indoctrination is subtle. By the time the effects become noticeable, it's usually too late.
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's not exactly the right word. There's some kind of energy field emanating from the ship. It changes thought patterns. Over time, days, maybe a week, it weakens your will. You become easier to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom a subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
Run.
I like the way you think, Shepard.
Okay, what have we got in here? Another advanced decryption tape. We're just going to use the metagel. Because we're going to just recoup our losses from in there anyway. Right, I'm just going to save it again here before we enter. So go through 1,500 doors to get through. And here it is.
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
What was still down there? We have to go down here and activate it. Okay, so got another segment of the vision.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary
rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine, and machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
But he's a delight at parties.
Commander, we got trouble.
Hit me, Joker.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
There's nothing we can do here. Ideas, Shepard?
Let's head to the breeding facility. Joker can pick us up after we set the nuke.
There we go. Right, let's crack on. As always, I never like to talk through any of the cutscenes or any of the extended dialogue bits. So now we need to backtrack through the little bit that we've just been through. Which way are we going? Oh.
Returning from your position, Gieto. Looks like Shadow kicked a sensitive spot. Alenko, head them off. Hold them.
Let's just check our codex. Still alarm disabled. I forgot before, I don't know if I spotted it or not, but did anyone know when the Hunter game, the new map comes out, or has it not been released yet? Has it a release date, rather? I can't remember, I didn't see if anyone had knew in chat. Nice to have something new to walk around, and also they're adding some different species to some of the older maps as well. No date yet, easy. But I know that their wolves are going into the Russia map, and I think there's some birds getting added somewhere down the line. I just can't think off the top of my head which map they said that the birds were getting added to. But into one of the other maps, there's definitely some birds going in. I can't remember, it might have been turkeys getting added on one of the other maps. I have to watch that video again to see what it said. But the weapon customizations could be fun as well. You'd be able to get yourself a nice pink rifle easy. Let's just check the map. So we're in the tower there. Turret tower, which is this way. Alright, let's crack on. Oh, he had a fair amount of health. Next turret. Oh, there's 2 turrets. I better turn that down a smidge. Until the next dialogue scene. Grab that. Turret's deactivated.
More gas.
You see more Geth in the elevator.
Now it's our turn.
How about no Geth in the elevator? Now, the elevator rides are quite lengthy in the game because when it was originally released on the Xbox 360, that is what the loading screens are. Okay, we're about to go into the trench, and then we sacrifice Caden. Let's give it a quick save though before we do anything else. Tap on the old aid station.
That's it. We need to clear the gate and set those charges.
But there they are. The springy ones are such a pain to shoot. Any more? Let's oh, we can't run down the side. I wonder what this big machinery bit here is for.
Charges set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
Okay. So here's the bit where we're going to plant the bomb.
All right. Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
Wait for the Normandy. Which way does Joker? I'm sure Joker comes in this way. I'm sure I'm facing the right way. There he is. Also looks like a crab, doesn't it, the little bomb?
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, do you read me?
The nuke is almost ready, Lieutenant. Get to the rendezvous point.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Get them out of there, Joker, now!
Negative. It's too hot. You can't risk it. We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the nuke. Go get them and meet me back here.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
We are going to... Oh, there we go. Make sure that we've got Garrus and Rex. Except squad. Just going back to the Hunter, I hope that the new method we're trying is going to make this accursed Great One pop for us. We have to get it. It's been too long. It'd be nice to get it in time for the new map. Because I don't think I'll be using the New Zealand map very much. After we finally get the Great One. He was jiggling all over the place, wasn't he? Surely it can't be much longer. I've really like pushed some of the different species up a little bit higher. I think maybe it's one more round of shooting the 4s and 5s, then I'll do the 5s and 6, and we'll nudge them up the graph.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
Now here we have one of the critical choices in the game, because this affects the rest of the game series to follow with Mass Effects 2 and 3. Because depending on what we choose here will depending on which crew member survives into the next game. We have two options here, but they say that there's two options. But in the end
Williams,
of the day...
radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the bomb site.
Yes, Commander,
It's the right choice.
Caden was never going to make it.
I'm sorry, Caden. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander.
He's such a wet blanket. Okay, we got the points, and now we head back to our previous position. Let's just check our journal. get back to the bomb site. This lift is taking a long time to get back up here. But yeah, there was no way that Caden was going to survive. I mean, granted, though, Ashley is a space racist, but she's very in the next game. Shields are almost down, just let them regen. Got him.
This place is an abomination. Saren's research must be destroyed.
Is there more Geth? Have we missed somebody here? Yeah, radio's jammed, there's more Geth.
Commander, you need to set the nuke and get out. We can't hold! Left flank! Left flank! Suppressing fire! Suppressing...
Yes, sir.
I applaud you, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives can be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers, we can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. The visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Let's just keep firing on. Luckily our gun is maxed out. Boss fight in seconds. Better run. On his little hovering skateboardy thing. Scoop up Ashley and get out of here.
All right, everybody, hang on.
Now, do you think that woman was able to escape that particular blast radius? And another precious achievement.
I can't believe Caden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
Alenko knew the risks going in. He gave his life to save the rest of us.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
It wasn't your call, Williams. I had to choose. I chose you.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But it should have been me. Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Ash, how far are you going to drive yourself? Are you trying to be a martyr? To redeem your grandfather's honor?
That's not fair.
What the public and the military did to him was unfair, but I don't want to lose a good soldier over it.
Aye, Commander.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
I think I'll turn the volume down in advance this time because I know these bits the visions get very loud.
Embrace eternity.
Visions of the cycle. And the Ripper fleet.
I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Sarah needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a comm buoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Virmire was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
Okay. You're doing a quick save here. And then we're going to go and do the rounds. I tell you what, we're going to save over save 38. Alright, as I said, we're going to do the rounds now, so we're going to go now and speak to every crew member about...
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
the loss of the wet blanket Caden. Actually, let's just check our journal as well whilst we're at it. Yep, so we've got the Virmire one. So yeah, the only side quest left at the minute is the one that we can't do because it was bugged, unfortunately. And report to the council. Report to the council the one about Sovereign's planned attack on the Citadel. Let's quickly check on Joker. I don't think he has any new dialogue
Commander,
in this bit.
I know it couldn't have been easy for you.
Like decision ones, that is.
Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been... I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't know if I could have done it.
Yeah, there is no right choice for something like that. I just hope I never have to go through it again.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I mean, it's hard, you know?
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay. I'll be okay, Commander. Just need some time.
Right, I don't think there's anyone else on the command deck that we need to speak to. So we will now go down to the crew deck. I don't know what this guy does. He just stands there all day. Yeah, Seth Green, Oz from Buffy is the voice of Joker on the front there. And when we get onto Mass Effect 2, we have ZD is voiced by Robin Sachs. Sadly passed away many years ago. But as I've mentioned him multiple times on the stream, he was an absolute scream. I worked with him in a show once years ago.
Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on?
I enlisted right out of med school. I wanted to, but
we've heard her
humanity
dialogue
needs
before.
the Alliance if we want to keep. Goodbye, Commander.
So check out the previous streams for her dialogue over on the YouTubes.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
He's become a slave to the Reapers, and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, now talk to Liara. Let's go. And is there anyone else on this deck? I don't think there's anyone else on this deck, but everyone else is all downstairs, I think. Because this is where he would normally be standing, but not anymore. There's nobody in our quarters. Was there anyone at the table? I think everyone else is downstairs on the engineering level and in cargo sort of area. Enter the old loading screens elevator simulator. Oh, I remember how long it used to take to go up and down here. Oh, yep, don't forget as well, everybody, if you haven't entered already, we were doing one more giveaway at the end of the stream. Just seeing there another message getting put in about it there.
Commander?
About Lieutenant Alenko, how are you holding up?
Can't say I'm better. Sorry for anything I said back there. I don't want any deaths on my hands, and it's my fault.
Williams, listen to me. I'm in command of this mission. I made the call, not you. He's dead because of me.
It's funny. I don't have any fear of dying for the Alliance. But when I think of someone dying for me, if you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember him, and I'll do better for him.
Yeah. I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, Skipper.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
We've got a hard fight ahead. Fleets of AI dreadnoughts who've exterminated all life dozens of times over. I think the odds are against us.
We have an advantage. We know they're coming and we know about their indoctrination.
I don't plan to lie down and die, Skipper. Don't worry about that. But I'm infantry. Against Reapers, my rifle may as well fire spitballs. I won't have a place in this war. That's what pisses me off, not being able to shoot back.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay, there's number 1 done. Let's talk to Rex.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I've just seen there, that was our first diamond in that clip.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Glad I could help.
Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Is the commander still here? Those are the chaps that we rescued, so there's a competing shop because he's a shop. And he's a shop.
Looking for supplies?
Not right now, thanks.
Oh, Shepard's eyes went weird again there.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. Lieutenant Alenko's actions will not go unnoticed. His sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Caden was a fine officer. He knew what the risks were, but he did what he had to.
Of course. The grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to work together again.
Should have kept him on board. Okay, who have we got left to talk to? Let's talk to Adams.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And talk to Tally.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
I should go.
Tally doesn't get enough lines in like the after mission briefings. Just Garrus, I think, is left now, isn't it? Then we'll go back up to the command deck.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Okay, I think we've spoken to everyone. Let's head back up to the bridge. See if we can get Shepard's eyes to go weird again. Okay, let's just take a look at our journal. Actually, we're going to clear the codex out as well. Mark all entries as read. Squad. Oh yeah, we should probably level up. We have 6 points to spend, 4 of which is from the previous stream. Lift barriers. What should we put it into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can max out one thing. Increase throw distance, time to recharge 40 seconds. Or lift. Duration 12 seconds. Radius, I don't know. Master barriers. Bolster your shields with biotic barriers that will absorb up to 100 points of damage. Sorry, 1,000 points of damage. That would be nice. Stasis, we ain't putting anything into stasis because we're not using it anymore. 2 seconds. Let's just have a little spy here. Complete ILOS, complete 25. Use warp 25 times. Singularity, AI hack. We don't have some of these tools. Dampening fields, metagel, neural shock, save humanity. Oh, that's an ME2. Okay. Should we just put it in a throw? We'll just put it in a throw. There you go, and that leaves 1 point to spend. Let's put it into barriers. That's just leveled up then. Save. Equipment's fine. We don't really need to worry about that. Let's just save the game again. Save file 38. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do the final draw. So, okay, we have in the final draw Royalty, Mr. Smith, Bog Boy. We have Easy Guy, Mr. Frodo, and Tiramisu. So if anyone else would like to enter the final giveaway for this evening, I'll give it probably another minute-ish. It's exclamation mark 1k space and then a number from 1 to 8 depending on how many hens you've got. But before we go into that though, just waiting to see if anyone else wants to enter. Thank you again everybody for coming out tonight for the 1000th night of streaming. I'll tell you what, I need to press this button followed by this button, so you guys can at least see the spinning majig. But we'll close this. I'm assuming that there's anybody there, that is. Because it's not like any of you have spoken for ages. But of course, if no one answers, when we draw the winner, then they will win. Basically. Let's see. Easy Guy's still there. And we have our third winner, and it is Mr. Bog Boy. Congratulations, Bog Boy, if you're still there. Mr. Smith is there, and Bog Boy is sleeping. Okay, Bog Boy, let's spin the wheel and see what you have won. Oh, did I take... If it lands on the cards, I'll have to respin the wheel. And... pause. And Bog Boy has won a £10 Amazon voucher, which I'll sort out tomorrow for you. But congratulations to Bog Boy, and to Easy Guy, and to Chrissy for the free giveaways this evening. So congratulations, Bog Boy, you've won a £10 Amazon gift card thingamajiggy. Which, as I say, I'll sort that out with you tomorrow for setting it up. So, the crowd's cheering there for Bog Boy. Okay, I'm going to close that there, and then I'm going to press this button. Yeah, this button. So we can take that off there. What I'm also going to do next is press these buttons. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, originally I planned that we were going to do the Citadel lockdown missions as well. I'm absolutely shattered. We kind of got a little bit delayed because I didn't realise how long... It took an hour before we actually started doing the main mission because we were doing side quests. So hashtag blame Chrissy. But thank you everybody that came, for coming in tonight. Thank you Easy Guy for the raid and all the gifts. Let's see if I can just go down the lists here. I need to find where's the thing so that I can see. But as I said, thank you everybody for all the gifts, for coming in, for joining in the giveaway, and listening to me rambling for 1,000 nights, you madmen. What have we got in here? So I think this is the bottom line. It's a bit weird. I've got it's all a bit scrambled on my screen. But thank you, JD, for the gifted subs. Thank you, CGD, for the bits. Frodo, thank you as well for the gifted subs. Royalty, thank you for the subs. Sorry, the subs, the bits even. The lines here are really, really confusing on the screen I'm looking at. We have Samwise and Frodo as well. Both of you, thank you for the bits as well. Tic Tac as well, thank you for the gifted subs. 69 Mosh, I didn't see the notification pop up that you follow, but thank you for the follow. That didn't pop up on screen there at all, did it? I'll have to investigate that, because there was somebody yesterday, a new follower came in, and I never got a notification until we got to the end of the stream. So I'll have to do a check in case the notifications may have gone tits up. But thank you for the follow there. But next up though, we have Easy Guy. Easy Guy, thank you so much as well for the subs, and also there again, Royalty and CGD. Thank you again there for the bits, and thank you all for joining us in this absolute madness for 1,000 nights. Mass Effect will return, because we're going to finish this again for our second 100% playthrough. I will slap it on the schedule probably for a Thursday night in a couple of weeks. Tomorrow though, we will be continuing with A Plague Tale, which is another awesome game that I've been enjoying doing. We'll probably just do one chapter, I think, tomorrow. And then Sunday night, settle in for the duration, because it's Satisfactory, and we have to move our entire oil production facility to a new location. But I'll explain that on Sunday. But we're going to go and see who is online that we can go and harass. Who have I got online? There's nobody. Who is this fella? Might raid this fella. Let's have a look at this guy. At least it's working today. I can click. Yesterday I couldn't click on any streams. This guy playing. This is the thing when you're trying to click on these people from the team, and it's the adverts, advert after advert. We're going to raid this fella. He was a nice enough chap last time we raided him, so we're going to jump over and say hello to this lad. He's playing a bit of Halo. Well, Halo Wars actually, which is I haven't played that for years. But once again, thank you everybody for coming out, especially for this the 1,000 nights streaming and giveaway madness. And once again, thank you as well for all the gifts and all the support that you've all given over the past 1,000 bloody nights of streaming. These are all mad. But okay, we're going to drop over and see this fella. So thank you all again for coming in. I'm going to press some buttons. So thanks for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.